If I were to tell my freshman year self about the adventure I would go on in Japan during my third year of college and how it would change my life forever, I don't think I'd believe it. It all started when a friend from my second year Japanese class told me how she was going to study abroad in Japan for our junior year. She sounded so excited, and I left the conversation wondering how it might feel studying abroad in Japan. At the time, it felt so unrealistic due to financial reasons, logistic reasons, and the simple fact that I was too afraid to leave home. Little did I know, 2 years later, this fantasy would come to fruition. So how exactly was it that I was able to get here and accomplish my dream of studying abroad in Japan? The application for studying abroad was a very streamlined process that involved answering some essay questions about my goals and motivations for studying abroad, requesting letters of recommendation, and filling out various application forms for the SU Study Abroad office. Once accepted and nominated to study abroad, I had to apply directly to Sophia University's exchange program, which was a similar process. Although it seemed like so many forms, essays, and tasks to complete in preparation for my adventure, and it did overwhelm me at times, I had a lot of support from the SU Study Abroad office. In fact, my counselor deserves an award for quickly answering so many of my emails with miscellaneous questions about the process and reassuring me in times of stress. The Canvas modules required by the SU Study Abroad office before departure were also helpful in helping me make sure I was prepared for my trip, in addition to doing my own personal research about Japan. Once I actually got to Japan, there were many ups and some downs.
But this morning, for some reason, I was kind of anxious and a little bit down. So those are kind of like the highs and lows that I was saying.
I did feel lonely at times. I did miss home. I did struggle to communicate in Japanese. I did get lost. And I did constantly feel like I was accidentally breaking social rules. Although these moments were challenging, they forced me to grow, develop problem-solving skills, advocate for myself, and be independent, which are all things I had hoped I would accomplish by stepping outside of my comfort zone and going to Japan. Every day truly felt like a new adventure. From the city lights I had always dreamed of seeing, to the natural landscapes I didn't even know existed, to the wonderful and unique people I met along the way, to the new experiences I had, to the new foods I tried, I will remember these moments for the rest of my life.
Happy birthday!
Time truly felt like it slowed down while I was in Japan. I lived a whole lifetime in only 4 months, which is unlike anything I have ever experienced before. While studying abroad, even the studying part felt more fun. I enjoyed studying at cute cafes with my friends, studying at scenic parks, or at on-campus spots like the popular 7-Eleven that everyone fought to find a seat in. I enjoyed taking additional Japanese language and culture courses not offered at Seattle University too. Sophia University is an international school, so my classes had people from all over the world, and this made class discussions much more interesting and insightful. I learned a lot from hearing about other people's experiences. My dorm was also an international dorm, and where I met most of my friends. Leaving the US, where I was born and raised, allowed me to see how the rest of the world views the US and Americans, which is valuable for me to know so I can be a better global citizen and consider everyone's experiences around the world. This life-changing experience I had of studying abroad in Japan would not have been possible without the Gilman Scholarship Program, a US government-run program that provides scholarships to undergraduate students who do not have the funds to study abroad. I have never had the opportunity to leave the US and travel to this capacity due to my socioeconomic background. When I heard that there were scholarships available for studying abroad, such as the Gilman Scholarship, I knew I could not pass up the opportunity. I believe everyone should have the opportunity to experience what life is like around the world, as it provides a global perspective and makes people more considerate of others. With the resources they provided, I was able to buy my plane ticket, pay for housing, and cover all other necessary living expenses in Japan. Thank you, Gilman Scholarship Program, for helping me have this experience. If you would like to have an experience as I did that inspires you, makes you see the world differently, and forces you to grow in ways you didn't even think were possible, I cannot recommend studying abroad in Japan at Sophia University more. And if you think it is not possible due to financial barriers, through programs like the Gilman Scholarship, I can guarantee you that it is possible. To my home away from home that I created during those 4 months, that is many miles away, thank you, Tokyo, Japan.